Hey everybody, it's currently April 24th right now, and I would love to start making a progression video of my two babies. We have Cadet right here, she's so small, and Corbin, which is down there. So I'm gonna let them out for their first playtime. I've decided to do this because there are a couple of viruses going around in the calf barn, and I don't want any of my calves to get it, but I'd love to get these guys some exercise so that they have a better chance of staying healthy through the transitioning seasons. Like when we go from winter to spring, it's usually pretty hard on the calves just because of the big temperature change. So I'm gonna let them run around in a little bit in here, and it's always a lot of fun to see how they react. Corbin and Cadet they were both born around, Cadet was born on April 16th, and Corbin was born on the 17th, and I'm excited. You ready, buddy? First time out. Also, can we just appreciate how big she is right now? Okay, now I'm gonna go let out her new best friend. She doesn't know they're best friends yet, but they will be. And this is Corbin down here. They look extremely similar, but they're not sisters. They are a day apart, different moms, same dad. And Corbin, I think, is a little bit bigger. Her face is a little more bulkier. She looks a little bit more like an Angus. Come on, buddy. Okay, so in the past, I don't know, 6 years that I've been doing this, I've like picked a calf each May, but it is April, I'm doing a little earlier this year. I've learned that each calf is definitely different. They all have their own personalities, obviously, we all know that, but I really get to learn a lot about these calves. So what we do is we take them down to our pumpkin patch, and usually all three sisters pick a calf, and I typically only pick one calf, but I'm doing two this year. I did two a couple years ago, and it was a nightmare. They're twins, but I was like, why not try it again? So in this video, I'll be telling you all of my findings about their personalities and my journey in getting to know them. So far, I've noticed that Corbin is a little more airheaded and a little more reserved than Cadet is. She's still not making her way out of her pen, and it's been like 5 minutes. But I'm gonna move this straw right here so that she's not as scared. Corbin, you ready? Come here. No. Okay, she's literally walking back into her pen for the third time. Okay, interesting. I usually choose darker calves. I don't know, I've always just liked darker calves. Cadet! Oh my gosh, why are they going back in their pens? They're both a week old, almost a week old. Cadet is 1 week old today, and Corbin is 6 days old. And they're both, I'd say, 80 pounds, 75 or 80 pounds. So they're definitely big calves, very excited about it. I like a bigger cow, so. Come on, buddy. Go. Come on. What's up, homegirl? She likes neck scratches. I've learned that. She also is feeling a little under the weather, and I'm going to take her temperature. But I can just tell by the way she's looking. So, she likes neck scratches. Cadet. It's gonna be hard to tell these guys apart when they both get bigger, but yeah, see if you can tell, Cadet won't let you put your fingers in her mouth. Like, she doesn't like to suck on her fingers like Corbin does. So that means that she's a little more mature, independent. Corbin, what's up, girl? This girl just... Okay, you guys, I just got back from bringing my baby home. She is with her friend JoJo's calf. Her name is Star. My calf's name is Cadet. I did decide to only take one calf because of me going to school in a month, and JoJo's not gonna want to take care of 3 when I'm gone, so I just decided to keep it light with 2. Cadet was definitely the more chill one between Corbin and Cadet. So I decided to take her. It was kind of a struggle. I'm literally sweating. But yes, today we're gonna work on halter breaking her, and I'm gonna bring her out to an outdoor pen once I get that all fixed up. So yeah, she came about a mile down the road from where she lived. And I think she's gonna like this pen. It was pitched out yesterday from where Denny used to live. Denny went to get processed yesterday. I decided to make a hide out of him, so that is getting processed right now too, and that'll take about a week only, so that's exciting. Yeah, so I'm gonna take her halter off. I'm gonna let her acclimate a little bit for like an hour before I start halter training her and other shenanigans, because she had it's kind of stressful when they get into a new home, so it'll be really easy if I just let her walk around in here without anything on her. Cadet, be good. So we're gonna take this off like that. And she's got free choice of grain, water, and hay in here. And it's vended down with sawdust. So I think she'll like it in here. Hopefully they don't get out, because usually when they're in a new area, they tend to find every single hole to get out of. She's almost 3 months old. We have been doing a lot of things to get ready for the pumpkin patch this week before we start doing wheat. So wheat is up next. JoJo blew this project out of the water, and I'm gonna show you guys. I can try to put the before video in right here, and wow, she just did really good. So I'm gonna show you that right now. This is our old, that's my mom's wedding dress up there. We put it on a wolf. She was not too pleased with that. We did that probably 5 years ago, and her wedding dress is holding up nicely. So this is our chicken coop, pretty standard. So right here, pretty standard chicken coop. JoJo and a couple other people helped her. She totally transformed our chicken coop right here, and it's really nice. I mean, just for chickens. She did these. We've got a little vinyl cutter thing that I think she did that with. I drove like 2 hours yesterday, and I picked up new chickens because we had something eat all of our other ones. So these are really pretty. I went up to Naples, New York to get all of these buddies. I don't know why I had to go that far away, but yeah, they're pretty cute. I think they're pretty dolls. She really did great. And then in the fall time, we have some baby chicks ordered, and then we're gonna clean this out obviously and put little baby chicks in here that people can have more access to hold and everything. obviously this all needs to be cleaned up too. But now I've been working on the bar all afternoon. Oh, there's a turkey right there. Get out of my way. Get. Please don't attack me. I've been working on the bar all afternoon. It is so close to being done. All I need is help moving up some tables. Cadet is not happy right now. I have to move up some tables, and then I think we're literally so close to being done, and it's been going since March, so I'm really happy about that. I'm gonna take Cadet out on her first venture. Hopefully it's not too bad. She does have a collar that I will be putting on her tonight, so yeah, she's gonna go out to an outdoor pen for a little while. Hopefully she stays in there. I should probably do a walk around the perimeter. I'm looking rough today, don't mind it. So yeah, we've got Cadet and Star, and I'm really excited to halter break them. Not really, but I really don't know if I included this in the last video, so if I didn't, we just bring a couple calves down, we halter train them, we walk them around at night. It's a lot of fun for us. So really that's all we do. We don't show cows. We definitely could have done that operation, but just never really got into it. So yeah, Denny kind of trashed this place a lot when he got out, but we're gonna be working on repairing that as well. Okay, let's go in the little, because that way you can get them through a fence. Yay! Oh boy. And wrangled! So you can put collars on them all you want, but I used to be able, when they get a little more trained, you can walk them around like on a collar and leash. But personally, halters are better for them. Doesn't strain their neck a lot, so. She's definitely not halter broke, which we're gonna do right now. Usually you can't walk them around when you're halter breaking them. I am also not an expert, but this is what I've learned from doing this for probably, I think we figured 6 years I've been taking calves and training them. So you need to have them get used to the halter, like as you can see. She doesn't like it. But you need to have them get used to that, having that on their face, because obviously it might be a little scary for them at first, which obviously it would be. I don't know how I would handle it. So a lot of people just tie them up to a fence, like a thing really tightly, so that they have the feeling of the pressure, you know, on them. So we're gonna do that, a little bit of that, and then we're also gonna walk her, and I'm gonna try to walk her to our outdoor pen. But as you can see, she's starting to get a little closer because she's realizing that having strain on her, if she comes closer, it'll, you know, be a little looser on her. So this should be a fun one, because typically when I used to work at the calf barn, I would have my calves a little more friendlier and take them out and walk them a little bit, but I did not work at the calf barn, so I never really interacted with her on the daily, and that's okay. You can start really obviously anytime that you want, but yeah, it should be a good time. We're just gonna have a little pep talk before we go out, aren't we? I gotta get some fly spray, so I think I might Amazon that, because then I can get some cow shampoo as well to wash her off with. And sometimes they have like fly spray in the shampoo. I've heard of that. I think so, at least. So we're gonna have a little pep talk before we head out, because sometimes I didn't even touch her. See, like, this is the attitude we're dealing with. Sometimes halter breaking is very frustrating for both the animal and the human. Couldn't think of what I was for a second. So it can be very frustrating when they don't move or they move too much. So, oh, she just kicked me. Yeah. we are gonna have a little issue if the attitude continues. But she's being a good girl for the most part. Not really. But it's our first day. I've never had a calf be this bad on the first day, but we are gonna try. The more gentle you are with them, so I'm like barely touching her, I'm not pulling on the rope, it's got slack. The more gentle you are on them, the more they'll trust you, the more they'll cooperate. That's what I've learned. So my number one tip for anyone that is halter breaking or training is to keep your grip close to their head so that they don't feel like they have control. If you have your line out like this and then they get slack, they can run. But if you hold it up close like this, they don't have much control. And that's what we want, isn't it? Yes. I know that we will get along eventually. She's cute. The flies are kind of getting to her in here, so I want to bring her outside and we shall see how it goes. Got a plethora of animals out here. Ooh, did you see that? She just came. That was good. That was really good. Ooh, she's doing a lot better than I thought. Okay. Wait, no, none of that. I don't really deal with a lot of attitude. I don't. So, perfect. You're doing really well. She's doing well. I think the goat just scared her though. Okay, we made it outside and she did very well. Extremely. I'm very pleased. So I tied her up pretty tight, as you can see. She's obviously not going to be getting hurt or harmed anyway, but she is gonna learn to stay tight to, so if this is me right there, she's gonna learn to stay close to it so that she has, so that she's not pulling on it. You don't want calves pulling on your halter when you're walking them. Right. So another thing I do, I'm gonna put her in the shade. Well, she's pretty much in the shade right now, but I'm gonna put her more in the shade, and we're gonna give her a little bath, but it's not gonna be like a regular bath like I normally would, because we want to ease into those. Because sometimes I just hose them off, but she's not used to water right now. Cows really like being colder than hot, because like if you take for an example a sprinkler system in a barn, cows thrive off of that. They like it a lot. So I'm gonna get her a little cooled off here and see if she likes it or not. Who knows? She could hate it and we just won't do it. But I'm gonna get her some water. She's so cute, Cadet. That part is essential in this process. Ready? This is more like a sponge bath. It's my peacock going crazy over there. So she might be a little against it at first, but she's gonna absolutely love the cold water. It's a little hot out today, so you can drink some if you want. Good girl. Listen. She is a lot more brown than she was literally black when I first, like when she was born. If you guys remember that from that video, she got a lot more brown, and that means that most likely means that she's got a little bit of a cross in her. So she could be crossed with like maybe a little bit of Jersey or something else, but she might go back to black, or she could get even more brown. So we'll have to see as the summer progresses. I could go look at her records and get a little more info about her mom and where her mom came from. So maybe I'll do that, but most likely just means that her mom wasn't a pure Holstein, or maybe her dad wasn't a pure Holstein, you know what I mean? This is gonna cool her off really nicely. Don't kick me, please. I'll be upset with you. So as you can see, this right here is all dirty where she was before. She was in a lot smaller of a pen, and she had a lot of other friends with her, and they were all living in the same space, so it gets a little bit more dirty in there. But now that she's by her own, she'll stay a little bit cleaner, but we can always wash her. And this is a really good sign too, because usually when they're in the group pens like that, sometimes they get, they don't really know how to interact with each other because they've been living solo their whole lives. But they will suck on each other's navels right here, and in turn, the navels will get infected or they'll get herniated, and that's no good. I don't like how she's dirty right there. But it'll clean up too, being in that sawdust. She'll get extra clean. But we're gonna wash it all off to get a fresh start on life. Well, so where she was before, I guess I could have taken a video. But if you look at the moving calves in a group pens, I think that's what it was called. The last YouTube video I did on weaned heifers back in the winter time, that is what she was living in before. Great pens. It's a great environment for babies to live, but here they have a lot more space, so I like to take a few down each summer because it's a lot of fun being able to take care of a calf and get like all of your attention. You know what I mean? Good. I'm not sure what JoJo's plans are. I don't know if she's gonna let her calf go outside. I let mine go outside a lot more than any, like Evelyn or JoJo ever did. I think that they have better airflow outside than they do in the barn. Obviously, so that's better ventilation. Good for their lungs, they have just open air, and who would not want to run around outside, you know? There's plenty of shade, and I also provide them with a calf hutch so that they always have free choice of that. Okay, it's time to untie the beast. It's been probably 10 minutes tied up. You could do it for as long as you'd like, but the longer the better, honestly. But obviously you're not gonna leave them tied up here all day. If you've ever seen like videos of people showing their cows, you need a lot of control, a lot of patience, and it takes a lot of time. She's all shined up now. I will be getting some sprays for her, and I guess I should have picked those up today. I was right at Tractor Supply, but they have better stuff online usually. Like these halters, you can get them a lot cheaper on Amazon than you can at Tractor Supply. Oh. Okay, I guess we could let her loose. I'm a little nervous because it might be hard to get her back in because she's just so new to this game of having to obey. As you can tell. So yeah, we're gonna let her in here. This is a little latch that we made. So this door. Ready? This place is sick. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Oh, you're doing so well already. Aw. Okay, I'm sorry for whatever I said about you doing poor. You're doing good. You're doing good. So, this is our duck pond area is what we call it, because we have a pond down there. The calves have never had a problem with going in the pond and not being able to get out, so yeah, it's a good time. I might have to clean up this corn though, because I don't want her eating all of that. Okay, buddy. This is your first time out. This is so exciting. It is so exciting for her. Look at the camera, smile. It really is. So we're gonna let her loose here. Be good, please. Don't get out. I'm not sure if there's any holes down here. Cadet, come here. She makes me miss working with calves. Oh, do not step in my shoe. Nope. Okay, let's see what she does. Usually they run around a lot. not the case here, I guess. I'm gonna do a little walk around to make sure that there's nothing. Poke. She doesn't really know that she has all this area, I think. Not yet. It's really, they eat a little bit of grass, but you'd think that they would eat more for what is out here. So there's a big, ooh, I might have to fix that. No, actually, it looks like someone already did. She's afraid of the leaves. Maybe I have to fix this fence over here though. I'm really afraid that there's gonna be snakes in here, but I've never seen one. Cadet, why don't you run around? No? So yeah, this is our little area that we have always used just for our ducks in our pond. You're gonna be such a good girl. I'm going to train the crap out of you. She doesn't know what's coming. So they can walk all the way around the pond. This is where we usually climb over the fence when we drop like balls in here. But okay, that should be good. So this is where she'll be living for a while at least. I'm gonna make sure she always has fresh food and water so that she doesn't have to be hungry, obviously. This is a willow tree. I love trees. It's like a little weird fact about me. Do not go in the pond, please. We need to establish that early on, that is not where you will be spending your time. Come on, buddy. I think she likes it. Yep, she definitely likes it. Oh, good. How cute. Oh my god, I thought she just got out, but she didn't. Come here, Katie. Looks like the fence is pretty good. Josephine and I have wanted to put up a white wooden fence around here, but that'll be in the next couple of years, I think. It won't be anytime soon. That would be a long process. Come here! I think she doesn't know how to get over here. So there is a lot of shade, like I said, but I'm gonna flip this over so that if she wants to hang out in this shade, she'll be able to. This is where Denny used to live until he got too big and he couldn't get out of it. Which is kind of weird because he got in somehow. I usually put it up more towards the front, but well, it's kind of heavy. She can't figure out how to go around the fence. The first day is just always a struggle because you really don't know the calf yet. Come here. Murr. Murr. Let's go. Oh. Perfect. Ooh, she's doing pretty good. This is our goat walk. I don't know if I've ever gone over it, but so the goats can get over here too. They can go across the goat walk and down the stairs. Right there. I'm gonna get you some water, buddy. Okay? Get a little edge. I can't wait for her legs to get cleaned off. They usually clean them off pretty naturally, but. So I'm gonna have her up here for a couple hours and then she'll go back inside the barn to cool off. Got her some clean water. Oh, that's heavy. Not used to carrying buckets anymore since I've retired from the calf barn. I also did get my new phone in the mail, but I've been really struggling to set it up because of like having to back it up, and I have really bad Wi-Fi at my house, so it takes like 20 hours to back up, and I'm never at my house, I've realized, for 20 hours in a row, so I'd have to leave my phone here which I guess I could do, but okay, have fun. I'll miss you. Kidding, I'll probably check up on her like every 10 minutes because I get a little nervous about them. She's so cute. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get her some fly spray because it seems like they're kind of bothering her. You taking a sip?